I would feel so much better if there was a lot of talk about when I was good, and then I got spoken to about when I was bad. Like, guy, you know, you can actually improve on this and this and this. And I'll be like, okay, fair. Lots of 10, Ebuka, I never speak to Bella like that. Bella is somebody that I tie her shoelaces, I make her food, I make sure she's good. Like, I'm constantly caring for her. Like, I did everything to show that.
I don't even know if I should ask this, but who was your favorite housemate?
Big Bella.
You know, I feel like Beauty, you know, when we have arguments, she's very hard. She was kind of aggressive with the whole, you know, situation and everything. And she has broken up with me, like she broke up with me because of plates. Do you understand? Like that when she left, I just felt like there was nothing to hang on to.
Okay, so Sheggz, Groovy, and Hermes had their interview sessions with Ebuka. And we are going to be discussing about that in this video. So when I watched Sheggz's interview, I mean, before I even watched it, I was expecting, you know, him to misyan or say something out of the line or something like that that would cause people to drag him. But then the interview was actually nice. It was really okay. But then there was one fault with it. He still does not admit to the fact that he spoke to Bella in a certain way. So his excuse was that people did not see when he treated her well. They only saw the times that he insulted her. Same thing Doyin said during her interview when she was asked about the relationship between Sheggz and Bella, and she was saying it's unfair for people to just, you know, look at the negative side and not talk about the positive side, blah, blah, blah. And then later, her next interview, she was, you know, she apologized for that statement that she made, that it does not really matter how much a man treats you. There are certain words that he should not use on you. So I think Sheggz actually needs to apologize to Bella for the insult and the way he spoke to her in the house. Of course, he treated her well. Of course, he did things for her. Of course, he made sacrifices for her in the house. But that doesn't change the fact that he spoke to her in a certain way that was, you know, not good at all. The only thing, and from the interview, he said he's willing to learn new things. If people have, you know, ways that they think the relationship should go, or ways that they think it can improve in the relationship, he's open to suggestions. Yeah, he's ready to change. But then before he changes, he needs to apologize to Bella about the whole thing. And then if he doesn't do that, I think they are good to go. Aside the whole, you are rude, you are this, you are that, you're stupid, you are crazy, all those insults, I think that aside, their relationship, you know, might work outside the house. So, and also, enough about Sheggz, moving on to Groovy as well. Groovy also, you know, explained the whole Beauty, Fina, and Amaka dynamics. He shed more light to all of that, all the crazy triangles that happened in the house with Lepaye, Chomzi, and just other things that happened with him during his stay in Big Brother's house. So, like I said, we are going to be getting into the details of the interviews and the things that went down during the interview with Ebuka. Now, starting off with Sheggz. So, Sheggz was asked about the fact that, you know, the audience believed that the level 1 guys were condescending towards the level 2 guys, that I should explain that. And he said, you know, everybody came in, and then, you know, the level 2 started it with Fina, you know, saying, come on, buddy, you know, join body, join body, you collect, blah, blah, blah. So that was when the competition actually started between them, that, you know, from there it just went on to another level. So Ebuka asked him that when he just walked into the show, first day when he walked into the house, he went straight to Bella, that he has always been Bella from day 1 till now, that, you know, he should explain that. And he was like, no, he just came into the house, that he just said he wanted to see the girls in the house, and then Bella's dress, her aura, and the vibe just, you know, got him attracted to her. So that was it for him. That was what made him, you know, get attracted to Bella in the first place. And Ebuka asked if there was potentially anybody else in that house other than Bella that he could have connected with. And then he said no, he doesn't think so. Probably if he was in level 2, the dynamics would have changed, but for level 1, it was Bella. It has always been Bella, and it will always be Bella. So Ebuka then asked about the constant talk of marriage and children, if it is genuine. And he said yes, you know, because Ebuka asked why he was so quick like that for him to propose marriage and all of that. And he said outside the house, you know, he would go on dates with a girl to get to know her better. But then on the show, it's different because he gets to spend every single day, minute, hour with Bella in the house. So that was why I got to know Bella more faster, and that was why the relationship was moving on a faster pace. So then Ebuka asked, the way he speaks to Bella on the show, and he said, yeah, it's not perfect. He would have preferred it that people talked about the good parts instead of the bad parts. I don't know, but I really do not. I just think that he needs to own up to the fact that he talked to Bella in a certain way and then apologize to Bella, and then let's see how their relationship is going to move on from that, from that angle. And then he said any advice on how to, go about things with Bella would be appreciated, that he's willing to learn, he's willing to, improve and do new things to make the relationship work and to make the relationship better. So the biggest highlight on the show for him was the fact that he got to showcase himself on the show, and then he was asked who his favorite housemate on the show is, and he said, of course, Big Bella. Now moving on to Groovy. Ebuka asked Groovy why he was so quick for him to move on from Beauty, and he said when he was in a relationship with Beauty, he actually liked Beauty, but then with the old constant fights, Beauty was always aggressive when they had fights. So that just threw him off, and when Beauty left, just felt like there was nothing to hold on to anymore. And he said he was going to give himself 1 week, yes, 1 week, to just stay away from any lady or any girl in the house, not to involve himself in any situationship or entanglement. So after 1 week was when Fina happened. It just happened. Then Ebuka asked about the whole Amaka thing, that did he notice that Amaka liked him, and he said no, he did not, that Amaka was not expressive at all. That Bofina has been making side comments that Groovy, strawberry for boy, fine boy, blah blah blah. But then he did not notice Amaka's feelings towards him. That he did not notice at all that Amaka was not expressive at all. Then Ebuka asked if he thinks the way Fina handled the matter with Amaka was the right way, and he said he thinks Fina tried her best. That he just tried her best to, Fina tried her best, she tried her best to make it work with Amaka, but I don't know, he just said he doesn't know why things turned out that way. And Ebuka asked if he thinks it's going to be cool with Beauty, and he said yes, they are going to be cool if she wants to be cool with him, if she's still interested in being friends with him, yeah. And then Hermes's interview as well. The interview was just normal, but then one thing that stood out for me was the Allison talk, when he said Allison would join the family of 4, that is, it would be his 3rd girlfriend. Ebuka asked what if the other 2 girlfriends do not agree to this, and he said it doesn't matter if they agree or not, Allison is yet to stay. Allison is definitely going to be in the ship with him outside the house, that he's definitely going to pursue things with Allison outside the house, whether his already 2 girlfriends agree to it or not. So let me know your thoughts and opinions about their interview sessions in the comment section. This is where we are going to be ending this video. Yes, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Like I said, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn post notification on so as not to miss any of my content. So that's it. This is where we are going to be ending this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in another one. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.